they boo each other, think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Clayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got Smith here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing the out route and complete. It's done. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
To Tyler Lockett.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry, 73 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. was a third and medium situation. Thought they might pass it. They ran it, and they're glad they did.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's a surprise to me that they ran the ball in that situation. Usually you worry about trying to get that kind of yardage on the ground against NFL defenses. Instead, they crossed them up. That took a little fortitude to make that call. And, boy, it matched up really, really well. The element of surprise plus some excellent execution, off he goes.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Dan Bailey.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there. Hey. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Now Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Hey, report.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Jackson. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. brings up fourth. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
54, right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times we watch 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
It's a
big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Diggs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 14.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Dan Bailey lining up.
I know these wide receivers.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
54, come on, 54. Well, yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now look at him go. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Andre Johnson, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 44, Jackson looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith.
Hey, middle. Right there, 54. Let's go. Mike spot 4. Ready. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
Jackson.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The 27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Jackson on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Number 83, incomplete. Turnover on downs.
get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Loss of a yard.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Done. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 5. 1st down, Giants.
21-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 22.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Yards to go.
Jackson now on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
First down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
To Barry Sanders.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
New York.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
A loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. And this one too low.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
21-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, the centers has got it complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 8-yard line.
Second and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Jets 10, Giants 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is no good. He missed it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
At the 27-yard line.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 31.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rod Woodson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brent, I'm not sure I've seen a better all-around athlete than Rod Woodson. I mean, he was at Purdue at the same time I was at Tennessee, and he was obviously way better than me. His last game at Purdue, the coach let him play both ways. He played 137 plays that day, returned punts, kickoffs, had 10 tackles on defense with a pass broken up and a forced fumble, and 236 all-purpose yards on offense, and they kept the old Oaken bucket by beating Indiana in that game.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 24-yard line.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
17. Giants 7.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson, and that is incomplete.
Jackson.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. On the crossing route, complete. That's Clayton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rod Woodson with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.